Hi, I'm Sita Severson, and I wanted to talk to you for a moment about yoga therapy. First, though, I'm going to read you a quote from TKV Desikachar, who is a part of my yoga therapy lineage, because I think that his definition is really beautiful and quite perfect. So here goes. I'm going to be reading it. Yoga therapy is a self-empowering process where the care seeker, with the help of the yoga therapist, implements a personalized and evolving yoga practice that not only addresses the illness in multidimensional manner, but also aims to alleviate his, her, or their suffering in a progressive, non-invasive, and complementary manner. Depending upon the nature of the illness, yoga therapy can not only be preventative or curative, but also serve as a means to manage the illness or facilitate healing in the person at all levels. Now, one thing that I do want to say about this is, in reality, in truth, so a lot of people, when they hear the word yoga, they think of yoga asana. They think of the actual physical postures that we put ourselves in when we're doing our yoga practice. That's a very westernized version of yoga. But I'm here to tell you that yoga asana is maybe 5% of yoga. What yoga actually incorporates is body mechanics, is the chakra system. So the subtle bodies, which we call the koshas, or again, the chakras. We also can work with the nadis, the channels, the subtle channels of energy. So I know for myself that when I work in my yoga therapy practice, I don't do a ton of yoga asana with people. I will if there are structural things that need support. That is a really good time to work with yoga asana. Also, if you're less inclined to be interested in the subtle energy of it all, going into certain physical postures can actually help move energy, the mental energy, somewhere else, right? So it really depends. So yoga asana is one aspect, but there are different ways, like guided meditation. There is pranayama. There is what we call mantra chikitsa, which is the use of mantra as a treatment. And there's also gratitude journaling. There is chanting. There are so many different ways to work within this frame called yoga therapy. And I know in my training, we did extensive study in a lot of different areas. We spent a good deal of time in a variety of areas, like yoga for heart disease, yoga for grief, for birth, prenatal yoga, yoga getting into the middle age, yoga is different for people in their middle ages versus for people in their 20s. Yoga of cancer recovery. So if you are in chemotherapy treatment, some of the things that you're going to want to do with your body in your yoga practice, or some of the ways that you're going to want to be with your body mind, are going to be quite different. And maybe the yoga asana is not the approach for you right now, but there are different ways to drop into yourself to help in your healing process. So I'm just naming a few examples, but in yoga therapy, it is a wide range of different holistic tools that are used in a very integrated way to navigate a person into their desired outcome. Now, my personal flavor of yoga therapy has a lot of Ayurveda in it. Because I am an Ayurvedic practitioner, so I do Ayurvedic body treatments. So if you're local to San Diego, or you coming through San Diego, I do Abhyanga treatments. I do marma therapy, which is a lot like acupuncture or acupressure, but we do use our fingers for it, and it's a way of releasing energy. But I also can teach people who are not local how to do these things on themselves. So those are more Ayurvedic approaches. Also diet, herbs, finding your own rhythm in your body. That's very big in yoga therapy and Ayurvedic medicine. They are sister sciences. So there's a lot that comes through me when it comes to my yoga therapy practice, because I do include so much of Ayurveda. But I want to make sure that you understand that yoga therapy It's not about going into yoga postures. It's not about advanced yoga postures. It's not even about yoga postures. It's about, what does this person need? And how can we utilize a holistic group of tools that are available to them that will maximize the results that they are trying to get. So if you're looking for healing, yoga therapy would have tools for that. If you're looking to calm your mind more or ease some of the chronic imbalances that you experience, maybe it's more related to mental health, maybe it's more related to addiction. That's another area that I specialize in, both from life experience but also education. So Ayurveda and yoga therapy have a lot to say about all of these things, but managing the imbalances so that you can become balanced and feel whole and complete within yourself is the greatest healing that you could ever have. And that is what yoga therapy and Ayurvedic medicine are geared to do. So as always, I'm available for any questions that you might have. I'd love to see you in the Zoom room for a private session or in one of my group coaching courses here soon. Take care.